fucking trip.
You're the one who's tripping, bro. You got a fucking kiddies lump.
B, man, I was doing buckets, B, when you was a twitch in your father's nutsack.
Not at all.
See that?
Not at all.
See that?
What are you on about?
What you on about, man?
What you on about?
The fuck you on about?
What you on about?
Bah, I know what I'm on about, B. What you on about?
He's been smoking longer than you.
Bah, what the fuck you on about?
What are you on about?
You're murder.
What are you on about?
The bumper class.
Selector. It is hot, 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 people. So how we doing? How has everybody been? It has been flipping ages, mate. Ages, I tell you. Right, people. So we've got 12 tunes today. Trying to make up for not being here. So yeah, we've got quite a few people in already. So time to do some business. We got the reel up. We got the reel up inside because, you know, we like having little rewinds and that lot. So party people. Let's just bin that off and just get straight in it because, as I say, we've got a load of tunes here. Is Ride up inside? Have we got Man Like Ride? Because I swear that we played this tune on a previous show. Or he's done something with some samples that someone else has done, but it just sounds very familiar. And I thought, just need to find out. I have messaged him in the Discord, but I don't know if... he got back to me. Okay, so you've sent a different one now. Right. Okay, cool. We'll grab that. We'll grab that and slot that bad boy in at some point, mates. Let's get rid of that. So, right then. Are you here then, mate? Yeah, so I'll download your other one now, mate, and we'll slot that in. So, first up. Trust me. I've literally just had a quick listen over these tunes because I haven't even had a chance to even check it all out yet. But from what I can hear, we've got some proper bangers and mash going on. So let us know if we're sounding alright, if everything's good, and we'll get stuck in. So big ups Ethel, Ride, Wenlock, Drillo G, Ion Sphere, London, Good as Gold. Oh, Wally, Mrs. Gold. Yeah, SRS. Just going through, but I think you lot are ticking away. Yeah, let's go. Let's not mess about, man. Some Beat Specific, How Sweet It Was.
As I wake up in your arms tonight, I realize how sweet it was. Then I pray the Lord of the house for this night not to ever end.
Oh my gosh. So right, so. I didn't realise I weren't in the camera there, not that you want to see me, but oh my days! Beat Specific, yeah? How Sweet It Was, fucking bad man tune. Just pure fire like today.
Then I pray the Lord of the house for this night not to ever end.
Trust me. Trust me. Some mad business. What the hell's going on there, mate? See you later, mate. Fuck you now. Oh my days. So, Beat Specific on that one. And, like, trust me, I was just reading this note that he sent me. And, so he's put, right, I haven't made anything recently, but I did this last year for Dub Plate Wars, if you still need anything for tonight. So, fucking hell, man. Mate, if you're in the chat, sorry, I ain't got my chat screen up, so it doesn't help. If he's in the chat, Beat Specific, Chris, then big up yourself, mate, because that is wicked. It's a wicked tune. You know what I mean? Might have to have words with Busy B saying, like, come on, man. What's going on with that tune? What is going on with that tune? I can't fault it at the end of the day. I was playing it and, I don't know, I was sort of having a little mess with the top end because I thought, does it need some, like, super high-end air just to sort of open it up? And it just didn't. Then there was parts where it just sounded too bright with it on. So, yeah, I can't fault it. I think that is an absolutely wicked tune, mate. So... wicked stuff. Put it out, you know. This is it, mate. I might have to get back to him and say this is a nice little summer jam, you know what I mean? We'll move on because, you know, good start to the show and all that. So we've got Boogie Down Bronx remix. I think this is you, Ion Sphere, you know what I mean? So check this shit out. Time to get funky.
your back and go down your front hip, 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 your back and go down your front hip.
Oi, what was that last little bit there? Oh, mate, I hate it when that shit happens. When, like, we're having to fade the tune out and it comes into some next bit.
I'm the cat back. I'm the cat back. I'm the cat back. I'm the cat back. I'm the cat back.
Trust me, mate. Fucking hell, man. Bad. Took me back to like sitting in my granddad's car or something, and my brother's got this fucking Technotronic like cassette tape on, you know what I mean, with some Pump Up the Jam business. Jeez, that you've like executed that 90s, like late 80s, early 90s vibe there, man. It's fucking bad. So, mate, please don't tell me you made that on the phone, because if you made that on the phone, I am literally got to get this fucking app and just sit there making tunes while I'm on the shitter, you know what I mean? Because it just seems like you're smashing it with that. So let me know, mate. Let me know if that's an iPhone classic or what. Oh, shit. So, have you had a reaction yet or anything? Oh, okay. Sick in the game. I'm not surprised, mate. It's wicked. It's wicked. If I have to, you know, nitpick on the mix, right? As you can see, I was sort of pissing around here, right? Whether you can do this or not on the phone, or whether you've got to stem it out and sort of put it into a DAW, I don't know. Because like I said, I don't know how that... I don't know how that app sort of thing works, but if we just press play, look, we'll bypass this, so let's just take this off a minute. This is not what I would do, but I'm gonna just show you why I'm sort of pushing this and lowering that. So this here, I'm just feeling like that part of the percussion, like 2K, 3K, it's a dodgy area, I know, but 2K, 3K, I've pushed that up by 3 dBs, and I feel like the drums are more sort of like pronounced. They sit better, in my opinion. It's not so sunken. Then in the lower mids, let's just solo this. Yeah, so it's that bass there. That dun 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 dun. It's cool, and it's not a volume thing, because the volume of it's nice, but there's like a little peak in there somewhere, which is making it a little too resonant. Look, I mean, it's right there with the sub, you know, like the low fundamental. It's not taking over, so I don't know. Just so you can hear it, like this. It just feels a bit thunderous. But other than that, mate, fucking sick. Absolutely wicked, mate. So we're gonna move and groove. So the next one we've got, mates, is Eternal Passage. And I think this is London, I believe. So let us know, mate, if it's you, Mr. London. But Ironsphere, mate, wicked tune, man. I hope that does well or it goes somewhere, because it's a wicked tune, mate. And sorry if I've just told the world that you've made it on a phone, but then again, mate, your creativity skills are through the roof. I don't know how you do it. Thought someone raided into us then with that.
Bruh.
Going completely crazy.
Oh, mate. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and just open it up a bit so we can hear the second half. Or is that the actual drop?
Going completely crazy.
It's a man like London But what we're gonna have to start doing is chopping his intros down, I think, just so we can get to the meat and two veg, you know what I mean? Like, every time it comes to the drop, it's like fade out because we've run out of time. But London, that is like, on this second drop, you know me, second drop should be the first drop, man. I think all in all, right, it's a good tune. I just think you need to sort the arrangement, because you could compact this down into like a short mix and it'll keep you going. As you know, mate, the attention span of people these days is fucking dire. So it's just my opinion, just to like condense it down. There's a couple of bass overlaps I noticed. Like, I think it's like you've got that buzzy bass going on, but then you've got like this atmosphere in the background. And I think that might have like low end and stuff in there. I don't know. But again, it's just worth like bringing up again about high passing, you know, non-bass elements. So if it's a texture or an effect or hi-hat or something that doesn't need low end in there, sometimes they do, because they might be processed samples, or there's just something in there which doesn't need to be there. So just high pass it, so it just leaves so much space for the sub. And it is like, it's one of those where there's a lot of people, oh, you shouldn't do that, it changes the phase and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, we're talking about a texture or an effect. So it's not drums, you know what I mean, where you're laying two kicks or a kick with a sub and blah blah blah. Try and just carve a bit of space. And it's the same with the top end as well. You want to do some low passing on sounds that don't need to be super bright, because remember, your drums should be the bright point, you know, like that's where the brightest element is, because your drums are always playing through the tune along with the basses. You don't want a sound effect or texture or like a vocal sample or something to be really bright, or a pad or a sound to be like more bright than the drums, because what tends to happen is your ears then hear that, and then when that sound stops or comes away, you're left with like the drums again or the basses again that might be too dull. But they're not dull, it's just because that sound or texture or something that's just been playing is so bright that your ears have just adjusted to that you know, tone. So it's always like a weird perception. So I would just go over some of the bits in the tune, because I mean the kick's pretty strong there still. Considering you've got like a high pass break, the kick's still quite like heartbeat thumpy. Maybe that's what you're going for, I don't know. But again, just bring it down a bit so it doesn't take away from the drop. This is cool, but the hi-hat is just, it's too piercing in 3K. Look. So, sorry, not 3K. 7. So that's why I put stabilizer on, because I knew something's going around this top end area. And look, this is where the heavens open up. So you can see here, look, stabilizer is around that 5K area. So when I bypass, it goes a bit shh, do you know what I mean? It just kind of tames it a little bit. So other than that, mate, the tune's there. My opinions, as I say, just a rejig on the layout and just to go over the individual elements and just a little bit of EQ here and there. Just be careful of the tops. It's better to have something too dull than too bright. So it's still a whip, which is all good. That's what we like on the show. A little whipple. Jungle Rhythms, my DJ. Welcome in, my selector. My D. Right, so man like DJ Ride, we did download your tune, so let's just drop that in now while we can. Right, she's there. She's in. DJ Ride. First play. Never heard this before. Let's do this.
Listen up, the Trinity's the key. One God in three, for you and me. The Father's the source, the Ancient of Days. Love and power in all of His ways. Trinity flow, yeah, it's divine. Father, Son, and Spirit, all intertwined, closer to God. That's the design. Let the Trinity.
Oh my gosh. So we've just, seriously man, again, it's a little pushed, like a few of you are saying already. Oh, it sounds like it's distorting. Yeah, you know how Ride gets down. Ride loves to push the shiznit, you know what I mean? Papa Jesus, like, pull up. Fucking hell, mate. Sorry, I couldn't get there quick enough. Too much going on. Too much vibes.
Yo, listen up, the Trinity's the key. One God in three, for you and me. The Father's the source, the Ancient of Days. Love and power in all of His ways. Trinity flows, yeah, it's divine. Father, Son, and Spirit, all intertwined, closer to God. That's the design. Let the Trinity light up your mind. The Son, Jesus Christ, came down to earth, showed us the way, proved our worth. Sacrifice made for all our sins. New life begins when the Spirit enters in. Trinity flow, yeah, it's divine. Father, Son, and Spirit,
What is again?
all intertwined, closer to God. That's the design. Let the Trinity light up your mind.
What is again?
The Spirit's the power, the breath of life, guiding us through joy and strife. He's the connection, the link so true, bringing us closer. intertwined closer. Oh.
Ah, trust me, like you feel blessed after that one. Very biblical, strong message. You know what I mean? So trust me, Trinity. It's one of those concepts which not a lot of people understand. So for those that know, they know. But my days. Honestly, man, little goosebumps on that one. Or maybe it's the aircon in the room, but nah. End of the day, mate, really nice. It just feels a little pushed. Doesn't need to be pushed. I don't know. There's something going on that's making it crunch. Whether it needs to do that or not, I think it's down to something in the chain. Because looking at the numbers, it's not actually that loud in terms of, you know, super loud. You know, it's -7, -6, which is average. You know, that's a good area to be. It shouldn't be crunching like that, if you know what I mean. Oh mate, yeah, you got the message across. It's really nice. It's really nice how you've put the concept in there. You can hear the pads, the keys. This is what I'm saying. You fitted it into a drum and bass tune with a screechy bass that SRS says he loves and he wants to know where he can get that sound from. And mate, wicked stuff. Nice vibes. I'm glad you sent that in, mate. It's a little eye-opener, a little something, you know what I mean? So, big ups once again.
Bruh.
As I say, the mix on it is fine. Just you need to sort out why is that breakup happening, that crunch happening. I don't think it's necessary for this sort of tune. It needs to be more smoother, less aggy, you know what I mean? So, mate, big in the game. Right, it's time to strap in. It's time to put your seatbelt on, because when this guy plays his music, you're going to be worn out, mate. 10 points for the sample. Who can name the sample? And happy birthday, DJ Ride. How old are you? 21 again? Mr. Anchovy on the remix. Let's go. So that was like running a marathon. Do you know what I mean? That was some mad shit. But Intense Complex, I say this every time. Every time you send a tune in, it's getting like better and better in terms of how you're putting these tracks together. Because a lot of the sounds are pitched up, you know, like, because obviously the speed of the tune, and in order to get that speed, you need to pitch the drums up, you know, whatever. It opens up the super high frequencies, which at the end of the day, your track is 44-100, like in sample rate. And when you start pitching up things that go past the Nyquist theory, that's when you start getting artifacts like aliasing and foldback distortion and stuff. So I would imagine or recommend you'd have to use a lot of oversampling when making this sort of music in order to tame that distortion that's going to come back into the tune. So I'll show you what I mean when I can get this flipping thing back up so that I can change it. Here we go. So if we extend the top end, look here, your tune will cap off here. There, look, see that line? Everyone's tune's gonna cap off at this line here. And what's going to happen is the computer's going to read that you've still got information going past this point and go, well, hang on a minute, we ain't got the headroom for that. You know, the sample rate's been set to 44-100. What we're going to do with all these frequencies at 40k, 50k and so on. So what it does is it folds it back and it adds it in because it thinks that's the right thing to do because it's done on a computer. Whereas if you've done it on outboard and reel-to-reel tape or DAT tape, all that fucking nonsense, then you're not capped off by this Nyquist theory. Well, you are, but it's higher, you know what I mean? If we was to change the sample rate of this project from 44-100 to say 96, you will notice that a lot of this intersampling modulation shit's going to start taking place at the top, which, you know, to some it can work, but to others it's going to cause problems. This ain't a case of like bullshit baffles brains, but it's just silly little things like this to take into consideration when dealing with super high frequencies in tunes, especially like bit crushing and stuff, because it's just going to extend the top end ridiculously, but your computer's going to go, I can't, because we're not working that high, I need to fold it back, and it just sounds shit. There's loads of videos on YouTube to do with intersample modulation or foldback distortion. Dan Worrell does a really, really good video on this, and it's a good watch. So watch it. He shows you how oversampling can play a massive role in sorting these issues out. So I'll try and get a link to that at some point. But other than that, mate, sick, nice use of the sample. I think like the bass should be a bit more prominent in the tune, less 1k to 4k. I would just come down in that area so that it's not so like, again, it's going back to this top end, like this high mid tops. Just try and bury that a little bit, or just compress it a little bit so that it's not so in your face because of everything being pitched up. So big in the game, mate, big in the game.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Right, so we're going to slow it down. Man like Drillo G inside the place.
Boy, like sometimes it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall and I don't even know if deep down, girl, you know what a man's trying to say. Been hearing your friends, been reading the blogs, ignoring my text, love gone to the dog, don't care no more. Yeah, man's feeling away. You could have been the one, but I didn't know. You could have been the one, but you didn't stay. I was just getting over my ex. But she took this life for a game. I guess no more that I didn't want to play with her, making the game and I'm making the day. I see a future where you share my name. You get me? Or maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you ain't that special. Maybe you're just like the rest. A devil in a blue dress trying to get the boys impressed. Every day's pain and stress. I'm a kickback smoking cess. You ain't never showed no interest in the man that's behind the myth and the legend in chosen flesh. So I know what's next. Now you withholding sex, sending me the coldest text when you know man's vexed. Trying to tell me lies ain't blessed, saying that he comes from east when he comes from west. Man, I should've showed you less. Never bring you back to the crib like you wear man's vest.
Oh my days.
Boy, like sometimes it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall and I don't even know if deep down, girl, you know what I'm trying to say. Been hearing your friends, been reading the blogs, ignoring my text, love's gone to the dogs, don't care no more. Yeah, man's feeling away. You could've been the one, but I didn't know. You could've been the one, but you didn't stay. I was just getting over my ex, but she took this life for a game. I guess no more that I didn't wanna play with her, make it a game and I make it a day. I see a future where you share my name. You get me? Or maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you ain't that special. Maybe you're just like the rest. A devil in a blue dress trying to get the boys impressed. Every day's pain and stress. I'm a kickback smoking cess. You ain't never showed no interest in the man that's behind the myth and the legend in chosen flesh. So I know what's next. Now you withholding sex, sending me the coldest text when you know man's vexed. Trying to tell me lies ain't blessed, saying that he comes from east when he comes from west. Man, I should've showed you less. Never bring you back to the crib like you wear man's vest. Never gotta go through stress. Never got you back in my life. It's a whole new mess. Ex not weak, I'll do better. I want you back. It's a personal vendetta. Speak my heart and I do it in song, so no one's catching me writing no letter. All these man that claiming they like you, all I'm seeing is wimps and wet. And I guarantee they make cheddar, but none of these man they making you wetter. You nigga rock with man, cause man's got motion. More to the drip and trips than posting. Man see feds and do Frank Ocean. You know, nothing like the rest of them man's got vision. Say they got you, but man go missing. See I'm right here, but you still go fish. Boy, like sometimes it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall and I don't even know if deep down, girl, you know what I'm trying to say. Been hearing your friends, been reading the blogs, ignoring my text, love's gone to the dogs, don't care no more. Yeah, man's feeling away. You could've been the one, but I didn't know. You could've been the one, but you didn't stay. I was just getting over my ex, but she took this life for a game. I guess no more that I didn't wanna play with her, make it a game and I make it a day. I see a future where you share my name. You get me? I guess that I get impatient when you get home from work. I'm gonna get you down so low that we get to the basement. I ain't ever shown you, babe, what's amazing. Before giving heart to a pagan, I recognize now why you were abrasive. Lips are strawberry tasting, but every single minute I spend with you, it feels like I'm chasing. Feels like it's so far away, like it's just tripped in Fiji. Don't want it in my back, CC. Kiss me, tease me, baby, go another one, please me. Feeling like the guy on TikTok. Honey monster voice that always talks back greedy. Trying to like somebody that likes you back is meant to be easy. See the mental games, protect your heart in the entrance phase. But me and you gone way past that stage. Stop acting up, cause I can't get played. See the boys that came out, I broke your heart. Could have all not changed, but it don't mean that bad man like me is really gonna stay if I can't get laid. Boy, like sometimes it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall and I don't even know if deep down, girl, you know what I'm trying to say. Been hearing your friends, been reading the blogs, ignoring my text, love's gone to the dogs, don't care no more. Yeah, man's feeling away. You could've been the one, but I didn't know. You could've been the one, but you didn't stay. I was just getting over my ex, but she took this life for a game. I guess no more that I didn't wanna play with her, make it a game and I make it a day. I see a future where you share my name. You get me?
DJ. Seriously, man. Papa G just said what I was gonna just point out. Other than the tune being sick, obviously, you know, you know what I mean? The tune's wicked, and as everybody's pointed out, it's really nice to hear a Drill OG tune with a vocal on it, original vocal, you know what I mean? So, absolutely smashed it, mate. Absolutely smashed it. There's one or two little backing vocals that I heard, and I was thinking, oh man, maybe there's more backing vocals, but I didn't quite hear them. So maybe have a look at bringing up some of the backing vocals, you know, like the one-liners or something, just to help complement the track. Yeah, and just there's some bits like just feel a bit off, you know, like in timing. So the vocalist Jungle Rhythms is Saskiller. So did he vocal this tune, or was you given the vocals to work with? Because I know when I've done like tracks with Saskiller, sometimes you just need to nudge him a little bit. It's not that he's off, but it's, you know, that sort of grime flow, and because it's on a drill tune, you know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes, you know, it's just best to sort of try and gridlock some of the vocals tighter, you know what I mean? So it feels like it's banging. So yeah, other than that, mate, it sounds nice. The mids on the vocals feel really, really well pronounced, like it's been done on a really expensive mic. Not saying he hasn't done it on an expensive mic, but I know what these vocals sounded like because obviously you've sent me this originally and we've gone back and forth a little bit. But yeah, where it is now is wicked. Sounds nice. Just needs a little tighten up. And if you have got one-liners or backings, like, you know, like little one-liners, what he's doing in the background, just probably bring them up a touch. And they can be thinner. They don't need to be as thick as the lead vocal. So other than that, mates, I really like that. I really like it. So we're going to move on. Some Bad Man tune coming up. So strap in once again, people, and check this. Check this. It's more that summertime's vibe. Don't know who it's by. Remember, people, please put your names. It's just called Rule the Nation. Final Chop. Final Chopped. Trust me, man. Trust me. Needed it. Needed it. Come on, man. Fucking hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Mate, this is your tune, innit, Rhythms? I tell you, mate, Rhythms is secretly fucking churning these out. Oh my days. Well, I tell you what, right? I tell you what, fucking... It took a second for the penny to drop, because you sent me this ages ago, and I said to you, like, this is one of the best fucking tunes you've ever made. And then all of a sudden, like, when I was putting the tracks together for the stream, I was like, this tune's all right. Sounds nice, like a nice little summer vibe. And then it just drops like bird shit. You know what I mean? So, I love the fucking drop, mate. Seriously, have you chopped the intro? Is that just how it is, like this? Pure fucking intro. Imagine that. Next up, my DJ. As stepping in on ones and twos. Jungle Rhythms. You imagine that? Just fucking, that's your intro, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just out of nowhere. Oh my god, that bit there is like, it's like, mate, it's a big compliment. It's like something from Crust or something, you know what I mean? Coming in with like some Ronnie Size bass. Boy, trust me, mate, you don't know about the skills. Oh, so mate, it's a wicked tune. It is fire. I'm just trying to look at how long was the tune, because we chopped it down. So it does go on to about 5 minutes. I know I did say like they needed extending. I didn't really notice anything out of key, and it needed a lot of tops like this here, you know, to open it up, which is not a bad thing. That's minor. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it needs another section. You've got everything there. It just needs to be like well, this is pure like DJ drop VIP intro. You need to get an intro first. You know what I mean? Sort an intro first so it drops into that, because it's a nice vibe, and then when it comes into this, it kind of just like falls in. I like it. I do like it, but the vocals in it are nice as well. Yeah, I just feel like I'm trying to pick and I can't pick. It's really nice, mate. Just like G's just said, just sort the intro. That's it. Just sort the intro, which means that would buy you a minute to lose within the tune. So if you can get an intro which is like, you know, 64 bars, say, yeah, like 1 minute, then I don't know, man. Like literally, I wouldn't. You've got everything there. Don't. The simpler the better. That's how it is. Just need an intro, and then by doing an intro, you'll be able to take a section out of the tune. So you know what I mean. Other than that, mate, bad. So stepping in is the one like Wenlock. Track called Coaster. Some bad man business. Intense Complex is getting some Dillinger dubs out now. So Wenlock, stepping in as we do this.
You murder! You murder! Keep up the ground!
Wenlock, steady, like easy does it. You know, it's very tidy, mate. Really, really tidy tune there. There wasn't a lot, you know, that you could pick up on. It's really nice. You've like executed that feel, you know, that era. It's really nice. I mean, like I say, listening to it in sides, I keep forgetting that you lot can't hear this. So I'm just going to just drop this on now. Here we go. This little beast here. Not saying like that every tune needs to have like loads of sides, because again, back in the day, in the 90s, you were lucky. It was a flipping... It was like, wow, if you had stereo signal, wow, you know what I mean? Stereo effects, all my days, you was fucking smashing it, you know what I mean? But this is the stereo field on this tune. I love this bit. I think we need more breakdowns like this, in like more ravey bits. I tell you something though, like it's really well put together, because I remember some of the tunes that you were sending, say last year, maybe even more, I don't know, when you first started sending tunes, and if you remembered, like the pads or the synthy parts were still quite digital sounding, and you really shaped this nicely. The hats, the shakers, the drums, everything just feels like it's together. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely what Jesus mentioned, Rat Pack, LSD, that sort of vibe. I know we always say it like fucking Vinyl Fanatics, but as I say to you, from what I know, Vinyl Fanatics are solely dealing with reissues now, and Eamon Brothers is kind of put on the back foot, and I think it's just going to be digital releases only. He's not doing vinyl for Eamon Brothers anymore. So Eamon Brothers is like a chance to sign this sort of music and put it on vinyl, but he's just, I don't know, I think he's just doing it as digital, so it's a shame. But as I say, this is the sort of thing where Brent needs to go, oh, you know what, I'll put this on Lave or something. Do you know what I mean? Just a short one, 30 copies or something, and it will do really well. You know what I mean? So yeah, so DJ Jaded will come in. I think I've seen Magic as well, Magic Touch come in, and Reverb, yes, what we're saying with Deej. Niels as well, or Neil S, or Niles as we were saying. Oh my days. So yeah, yeah, I'll have to have a chat with Brent, but at the end of the day, mate, you've got your own label going now, so I would basically put that out yourself, unless it's going somewhere else, I don't know. But Magic, I haven't forgot about you, bro. Mate, I need to speak to you about the tunes that I want, and then there's loads of tunes that I know that G's gonna want for Hazardous Music as well. So hopefully you've not signed any of them off, because there's some fucking amazing tunes there, and I'd be greedy. Like, there's about 8 that I want, but I'm gonna try and compose myself and just take 4. And I know G's gonna want he's gonna want some as well for his label. So yeah, we'll chat. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's got even more. See, this is the problem. There's so much good music about at the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's so much good music going about at the moment, and it's a shame that a lot of it doesn't get like played, or no one knows about it. And what tends to happen is like it turns old for you because you made the tune, but to everyone else it's fresh, it's brand new. So you know what I mean? That's it. So yeah, are you guys putting this out then on your label, the NSWK? It's a nice label, man. I mean, the first release was strong. If you want to put a link to the Bandcamp or anything, please do. You know what I mean? So we're going to move on, because it's a sick tune, mate.
Bruh.
Right, we got the man from Del Monte, from the other side of the pond. He needs no introduction. Bass for the streets. We got the rewind before the tunes even started. You know what I mean? Like I say, people, soon as I get 2 or more hotline numbers, we come back. We take it to the edge. Take it to the TOP. Take it to the tip. 2 words. Bird shit, mate. Absolute fucking bird shit inside the place. SRS. As I said to you, mate, the man from the other side. He's the bionic man. So the vocals in that are all AI. That's crazy. Wow. So yeah, you done well there, mate. So, you know, some people are not really feeling the AI. Some people are embracing it. You know what I mean? You just got to work with what you've got. If you can make AI work for you, then make it work. You know what I mean? It's there. It's not being lazy. It's just another source. I know somebody that's made quite a few tunes. Quite a few tunes, you know, in AI, and then used like stem separators. Yeah, that Ultimate Vocal Remover 5 is really good, mate. Really, really good. It's probably the best vocal remover program I've ever used, and it's free. Just download it. Not a lot of people know about it because it's that good. They just keep it to themselves. But really, really powerful. If you want an instrumental, an a cappella, trust me, the Ultimate Vocal Remover 5 is great. The vocalremover.org, that's wicked. But the stem separation on vocalremover.org is amazing. Like, again, probably like one of the best, but you have to pay for it if you want to do more than one. There is a cheap old alternative, and it's quite difficult, and you have to use Audacity and then download this like third-party plugin that goes with Audacity. But I shit you not, the quality is amazing. So yeah, Reaper, I'm using the program Reaper. They're just a bit late to the party at the moment with the stem separator, because I know like Logic and Cubase and all them lot are all doing it now. It ain't going to be, well, I'm sure it ain't going to be too long until they do it. So SRS, I love the tune. I think like some of the vocals maybe a bit too loud. The main theme pad that you're using might be a bit loud, but other than that, the track itself is quite loud. You've put that really well together, mate. So absolutely wicked stuff. We've got more people. We're still going. As I said to you, it's been a long time since we've been here. Yeah, Reaper will do it well, mate. They tend to do stuff like really well. So I mean, when Cubase came with that feature to do with this sort of thing here, hang on, hopefully it doesn't crash the fucking program. See, Reaper's updated this now, but this here is like it's like a bit of software where you get your reference and then you get the dub, which is 2 vocals, and then you use this to tighten up all the vocals, the backing vocals, and it does it amazing. I remember years and years ago, when I used to work with a lot of vocalists, and you'd sit there for fucking hours cutting and moving and, you know, nudging and all that lot just to get the vocals nice and tight. This does it within seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. And you can do it with drums. And like I say, Cubase came with it first, and then Reaper took it and just fucking just done its own thing. Maybe other DAWs have got that feature as well. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going off. Right, time for the big man, the head honcho at Aim and Warfare. Oh my gosh, man like Dom's inside the ride.
Blood
days, party people. Come on, man. Come on. Trust me, mate. Absolute killer. Makes people want to just fucking retire. You know, one of them ones. Oh my gosh. I don't know what. I don't, mate. I don't know. I give up. I give up. Seriously, give up. What can I say? Bad man business. Dom's absolutely fucking sick, man. So what is happening with that tune? What are you doing? Come on. What is going on? Fucking reverb. No, not yet, my DJ. It's here. I'm pretty sure your tune is here. I'm pretty sure Was yours called Dark Pastures 5? Just to be certain, is yours Dark Pastures 5? If so, then it's locked in, mate. It's locked in, ready to go. See, Papa G wants it on Hazardous. Absolutely stinking, mate. Doms, are you doing like a dub plate 003 with that? Because, as I say, mate, you're going to make people fucking retire on that one. Okay, moving on, because, like I say, it's just like, Jungle Rhythms has got no legs left, he says. He's tapping them or something. He's broke his foot. Too much skanking. You know what I mean? Too much skanking going on. We're going to move on. Wicked tune, Doms, man. Like I say, absolutely awesome stuff. We got a tune from Niels, This World, yeah? Let's get it right. And that's how we do it. And that's the end of the show, I'm afraid, people. No. Oh my gosh. Trust me, mate. It didn't even quite get to the drop and mans are asking for the reload. And that's how we do it. Some of that miserable London, miserable bass. Mate, seriously, we could have a whole show just for this tune. You know what I mean? It's like, no word of a lie. I was opening up the tune thinking, how long is this actual tune? It's 9.5 minutes. 9.5 minutes, you know. That's progressive. You know what I mean? It's a sick tune. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it got to the point where I was like, I want to hear more. So I opened it a bit more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more. So it's very progressive. It's nice. Maybe 9 minutes is a little too much. You know what I mean? So you know, that's up to you on the layout side of things. But if it was intense complex, the tune would be about 4.5 minutes because of how fast it would be. We could do an intense complex remix. Right, so there's a couple of things on the mix which you need to look out for.
We are the future.
The sides again. I think we had this last time. And it's because you're using this flange effect. Look, I'm just playing sides. See, all that there, all this information are like 50, 60 hertz, just doesn't really want to be there, ideally. I'm not saying it can't, but as a digital file, it's okay. But if you want it to be authentic, no. So that's kind of tucking it in a bit, look. Bypass. Look. So it's nice, but it loses focus. It doesn't need to have that much low-end stereo bass. In mono, absolutely fine. Go back to stereo again. So I've got the elliptical filter on now, so it's, you know, it's shaping that low end. In sides, not in mono, just in sides. So I like all this. This is sounding nice. Right, then all of a sudden, you come with the vocal, and it's sort of like sweeping through some filter. Here, look. Let's come back up here. Now, look on the analyzer, if you can see it. See how the vocal peaks, and as it's filtering, you can see it like peaking as it's going down the spectrum. There. So just be careful with that, because that's going to be really sharp in a club. See, just around there, it's going to be quite sharp. So you need to use some sort of dynamic EQ, as in one that can follow it. The one in Isotope will do that absolutely great. If you've got Isotope, what's it called? Stabilizer. This would do it really good. So put it in cut, EDM, because that's the sort of tonal profile you want to go with. And let's have a look, see what it does. There. So see how like it's pushing right down to like -6 dBs, but it's doing it in a really nice way. So this is going across your whole mix. Imagine doing it, you know, just on the stem. So that would work nicely. So yes, Babsky, welcome in my DJ. So that's one thing. If you don't have like Soothe or that stabilizer or Gulfos. There's one called Taupe or something like that, Taupe by Voxingo. There's quite a few of them online, you know, that you can buy now or get. Maybe some free ones as well, I don't know. But the whole point of this is to just get something that will follow when that vocal's peaking, it pushes it down. And because it's sweeping, using a static EQ or say Pro Q3 with this dynamic EQ, it's just going to do it in one place. So you'd have to set up like, you know, 2 or 3 bands. So as it's moving, it's pushing it down. The last thing I was going to say about this, right, is, I mean, I'm in headphones, right, so I can hear things nicely and detailed, and these headphones are pretty fucking sick, very accurate. They tell you a lot of information. The thing I noticed that it wasn't very sub heavy in terms of not weight, because the weight's there, but the power. And this is down to the key, like this is down to the key of the tune, and sometimes the key of the tune can make or break whatever's going on. Like for example, if you made a tune in D sharp, it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to sound really bass heavy, really powerful. A lot of the Nero stuff's in D, just because you don't need to do a lot of work to get that power from the low end. It just sounds fucking sick anyway. But when you're going to like C or like E and stuff like that, you will have the weight, but it's just so blurred that you'll need some big speakers to reproduce that weight you're putting into the tune. And let's face it, not everybody's sitting there playing shit on big speakers, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is show you what I mean. So if we just play the tune, look, so there's your sub, yeah. I mean, we're talking like 41 hertz, which is fine, you know, that's great. But you can't quite hear that, you know what I mean? So you need to somehow, let's get rid of this a minute. You need to somehow add some crunch to this in order to build some upper harmonics. You can use things like this. See how it's added a second harmonic there? Bypass. See, gone. And what it's doing is now pushed the bass up to like 100 hertz. So you would hear that on a laptop or phone, mobile phone and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? That's the point of this, is to just try and get some lower tones in, try and get that lowest tone, the fundamental, up, so you got more harmonics. Showgoose, thank you so much for the subscription, my DJ. Really appreciate that, man. So, you know what I mean? I would definitely go down that route and try and, you know, Jesus Christ, it's all going off now, mate. I swear we're on a little ray train. Got a little level 2 hype train going on. Jeez, big ups, big ups, big ups. Right. So hopefully that helped, Neil, and it'd be good to hear what's going on. Yeah, I don't mind, mate. I can raid into whoever. Just give me a link, or if anybody wants to go live, I'm more than happy to raid into you. We got one track left from the man like Reverb, Inside the Place, but we got a little hype train level 2. One of level 2. It's been a while since we've had a little hype train. You know what I mean? So let's do this. Reverb, last tune of the night. Oh my days. See, Showgoose is, he must be drunk, mate. You know what I mean? Donating all these nice bits. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Really appreciate it. my God. So look, mate, you lot are going fucking crazy. We're nearly on level 3. 95% people. Come on, we've got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. We got a donor. Reverb in the place. Oh my days. Trust me, mate, level 3. This is a new one. This is a new one, peeps, on this show. I'm telling you, mate. I'm telling you. And it's still going.
But now, let me tell you what I really am and what I really do.
Jesus. You know, I might make a living out of this. Big ups to you lot, but you lot are spoiling me now. Oh my gosh, honestly, like there's that last part of the show, you lot have been going crazy. But where are we at now? Oh my god, level 3, you know, guys. So yeah, we just unlocked a little reward. Look, it's going crazy here. Look, this little thing, share that. Yeah, why not? Boom. Thank you for that, peeps. Reverb, you got bare love for that. Bare love. You got everybody wanting to buy it. You know what I mean? So there you go. What's the deal? Is the tune signed? What's going on? Because you know what I mean? You could make some money right now. you got that emote as well. Sick in the game, mate. So let us know. Spamming the feed there. Okay, so it's not signed. Well, you know, expect whispers going off now, mate, left and right and centre. So, mate, this is a really nice tune. It's like jungle, but modern. You know what I mean? It's like a future jungle thing. So it's definitely nice. I give you that. There was one or two things that in it. Again, this is just my opinion, you know, about the tune. One is the kick. It's sitting right there with the you know, the 808 bass. Let me just show you. It's right there, which again, it's not a bad thing. It just, after a while, and you hear like the kick, like, you know, going throughout the tune, it kind of, for me, it's a little distracting. See, if I just do this to the kick, that would, for me, it would translate way better on big systems, small systems, whatever. So we'll play it with the cut and without the cut. Then with. We've got to find a nice bit where it's just looping on that. So it might just be worth trying to cut about 100 to 150 hertz in the kick. I mean, I've done a big cut there of like -6 dBs, and it would, I don't know, it would help those bass lines translate better. They won't interfere so much. Again, it's just my little take on that. And there's one aim and feel. It could be that like stepper break there. I don't know, it reminds me of like some of the breaks from the Ray Keith or the Blade Runner sample pack, and if it is from the Blade Runner sample pack or the Ray Keith sample pack, like I would just say, just don't use it. Like, by all means, do what you want with the sample packs, but believe me, those sample packs have been done to death. I know it's like saying those samples have been done to death, and yet jungle's just based around old Motown samples. It's kind of counterintuitive saying that, but it's one of those where a lot of people do get turned off by those samples being churned out over and over and over again. So it's not there. Okay, that's cool. I really like it, mate. It's solid. It is a solid tune. I'd be interested to know what it sounds like slightly slower, because for me it just feels a little fast. No, wrong way. So let's just play it now, see what happens.
And what I really do.
What do you reckon? Like that? Slower? That's how it was? Or... or intense complex style? What do you reckon? I don't know. It's a wicked tune though, but I do like it slower by one. Do you know what I mean? Man like Cosmos inside the place. Right, well, party people, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure once again. It's been nice to come back after like 3 weeks of not being able to do the show. You lot have absolutely spoilt me with all the bits and all the good stuff. You know, big ups to all you here, look. You know what I mean? Represented with the bits. And there it is again. It ain't stopping. It ain't stopping. So I appreciate that, peeps. Fun times as always with the crew, and it's been a good one. 12 tunes tonight, peeps. You know what I mean? But guys, thank you as always for submitting tunes. You know what I mean? I didn't know if today was going to happen, tonight was going to happen, because we had like literally 4 tunes and I just put a post up and that was it. We got fucking loads of tunes. So, and they're absolutely wicked as well. So, if you want to submit a tune, send it to feedback@compoundaudio.net. And remember, please put the name and track. Having just a track title, it just throws me off, because we get tunes like what we had today from Jungle Rhythms and everyone's like, yo, this is fucking sick. And then Jungle Rhythms like, yeah, that's mine, mate. So you know what I mean? You can buy me a coffee, mate. You know what I mean? I don't charge a £10 PayPal. Jeez. So, party people, I'm going to... yeah, it says something to do with affiliate anniversary. I don't know. Mate, like I say... I've been on Twitch for fucking years, but I'm still a noob because I'm not on it all the time. But yeah, it says that it's an affiliate anniversary, so I must have got affiliate today, years ago. I don't fucking know. If we get enough tunes, we'll do a show next week, and that's what I always say. But just so you know, people, right? Later in the year, Rap's on about doing Open the Door again. So if you remember, that's how I met like London, a few other people through Open the Door, where we're going to review tunes together. Like, that's how this all started. So me and Rap used to review tunes together, and then she had loads of things on, and then all of a sudden I just was like, fuck it, I'll just keep doing it by myself. You know what I mean? So she's on about doing that again. It'll be 3 nights a month. It'll be like, I don't know, 1 week, it'll be 3 nights. And I don't know how she's going to go about doing it, because she'll just get loads of tunes. Yes, how I met you as well, Ride, is what, you know what I mean? So I've met a load of you through that, which is great, which is brilliant. So who's online? Who are we raiding into? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See who's online. Unless is that who I'm going into? Yeah. Let's have a look. All right. So we got the raid about to kick in. Right, so party people, as always, can't thank you enough. Thank you. Always, it doesn't seem enough. So I'll catch you lot on the other side. Remember, submit the tunes, put your name, titles, all that jazz on the tunes, and then we'll do a show. Hopefully we can do a show next week. If not, it'll be the week after. I'll be uploading this video to YouTube tomorrow. So yeah, just keep them coming, because these tunes, man, are just fucking insane. So big ups, big ups, big ups.